I have never seen the stock market ignore so many red flags at once. If you watched my video Monday, then you know that earnings reports came out this week, and that's basically companies coming and saying how they're doing financially. Are they meeting expectations, beating expectations, or not doing so well? Now, 88% of the S&P 500 companies beat expectations, so the market's going up. Retail sales came in way stronger than expected, okay? So from the outside, everything looks great. But here's what I'm seeing and what I think is a little bit crazy, okay? It looks like the market's only reacting to positive news. Trump was literally just floating the idea again of firing Jerome Powell, something that caused a 20% correction back in 2018, and now the market barely flinches. Same thing with the tariffs, okay? Economists are coming out and they're saying, we haven't felt the full impact of these yet. Like, this could get really bad. The Fed president literally came out and said these tariffs could slow growth and raise unemployment. But again, nothing. And the VIX, the market's fear gauge, it's sitting at like 17. That's a multi-year low. And what that tells me is that investors are not pricing in risk right now. And that's exactly what makes this environment so fragile, because when everybody's greedy, that's when the rug gets pulled. Do you remember the saying, the quote from the world famous multi-billionaire investor? Be greedy when others are fearful, and fearful when others are greedy. And it's not just me saying this, okay? The CEO of JP Morgan literally called the market complacent last week. Other economists are warning that we're in a melt up. What comes after a melt up? A blow off top, and then a huge crash. This happens when markets rise really quickly, not because of strength, but because everybody's chasing. Now, maybe everything's going to be fine. Maybe the taco trade is real. Trump always chickens out. That's what the market's betting on right now. And then in the short term, maybe the market just keeps going up. No one can tell you for certain, and that's why as a multimillionaire, I keep a consistent investing strategy. I am dollar cost averaging in small amounts over time. But when I see an opportunity, like I'm paying attention, I'm like, okay, things look weird. Maybe it doesn't happen right now, but we know that markets move in cycles. It's not if another crash happens, it's when. One is coming at some point. And on average, they happen once every 2 years. Crashes don't have to be a bad thing because you can buy more with less. That's literally how wealth is built quickly. But we don't sit out of the market, okay? Because if you missed the 10 best days in the market over the last 20 years, your returns would have been cut in half. What you need to understand is some of the best days in the market happen around some of the worst. So you can't also wait for things to just sound good. Smart investors keep showing up. They invest consistently. When they see an opportunity, they take it. If you want to build an investing strategy that makes you rich in any economy, go right now to my link in bio. I have a free training for you.